Justin Hawkins rides again. Good day to you, it is I, Justin Hawkins. This is Justin Hawkins Rides Again, my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up for the alerts. Today, I've prepared a little playlist for you, and yeah, you're going to love it! Because it's one that I'm going to sort of add to as time progresses. It's just at the moment, it's just 5 songs, and it's 5 guitar solos that I absolutely love for various different reasons. I'll talk you through them. Not the songs themselves. I mean, the songs are great, but it's like it's all about the solos in these ones. So the playlist is called Check Out the Solo on That, and we'll put a link to it in the description. And the first one is Up to My Neck in You by the ACDC music band, and obviously it's an Angus Young solo. Okay, so around about 1 minute 50, he kicks it off. So he's doing this sort of bendy, but it sounds like he's doing it in this sort of, the classic, the pentatonic scale. But he's bending it sort of nearly a semitone up, so it's kind of suggesting it's in A major, which I think it probably is. But it's his fingers are 2 frets apart, but it's really only a jump of just over a semitone between. This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, it's, I don't know how to put this really, but I think it's all in your fingers, isn't it? That's one of the sort of distinctive Angus trademarks. He'll be playing in a minor key, but he'll just bend something there which suggests a major key. You can hear him a mile away. This solo goes on for ages, right? It's basically the blues progression, 12-bar blues, more than 12 bars. But, it's A to D, back to A, and it goes to E for a little bit, and then it goes to D, and then it goes to A. Loads of Chuck Berry stuff going on. But there's nothing really sort of fancy in terms of like going super fast or anything. There's no need for any of that. But what's beautiful about this solo is just when you think it's over, it goes round again. From about 2.5 minutes on, he just kicks it off again. But it's in. Wow, it's weird how it's there. Yeah, so it's more or less does the same thing, but it's kind of like an octave up, but he's playing it a little bit harder as well. It's a great solo because it sort of goes through the dynamics of his full dynamic range. It starts off pretty. But so it's hitting it a bit harder in the second half. Never really gets out of that gear, but it's all you want to hear. It's an amazing solo. Angus is great anyway. Right, so the next one. I always think about this solo. The Nuno Bettencourt solo in Get the Funk Out by Extreme. The bit after it goes dim 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 dim. It's really technical, but it sort of goes through a few different movements. The first phrase could almost be an Angus phrase, you know. Yeah. And he does a load of really, really technical stuff. But it's still sort of in a sort of pentatonic-y, bluesy scale until it gets to the... And then it goes into something that's a little bit like the Batman theme tune. Batman! It's an amazing solo. It goes through loads of different sort of passages, and I think he's one of the most gifted sort of technical players. He's still got a lot of feel in you know, the way he presents these things. It's not like he's just doing it for the sake of it. A really great guitar player. But everybody knows that anyway. It's Nuno Bettencourt, for fuck's sake. Right, next one I chose. Yes, Rory Gallagher. I haven't spoken much about Rory Gallagher on this channel yet, but I'm planning to do like an introduction to his studio works. A lot of people are familiar with his sort of live recordings because he's a Strat man, plays through a little combo, really loads of attitude. He influenced a lot of the sort of top guitar players, and when I say top guitar players, I'm talking about people like Brian May. Brian May's favourite guitarist was Rory Gallagher, I think. He was sort of criminally underrated, I think. He never achieved the success that he deserved to. I think at one point he nearly joined the Rolling Stones, but it never quite happened for him to the extent that he deserved it to. You know, he's absolutely brilliant. But he was a great sort of hybrid player as well, and I love his slide work. So I've chosen a slide solo that happens at the end of a song called Brute Force and Ignorance. I'm just going to find it for you and tell you where it lands. So about 2 minutes 44, it kicks off. Before the slide solo starts, it's like a sort of holiday, almost Hawaiian sounding. And then it goes into this brilliant slide solo. I love listening to slide guitar because I feel like the charm of it is the things that happen in between the notes. You know, if you've got a perfectly tuned guitar, which I never have, by the way, because I don't bother. But and you put your finger behind the fret, it's always gonna sound perfect, isn't it? But with a slide thing, you're sort of hovering over the fret, and you could be anywhere. You could be right on it or just past it. It's a little bit like the human voice, I think, and I don't think there's many things in guitar playing that are more sort of that gives you more possibility to sort of express yourself in a unique way than the slide. I've started to teach myself how to do it with normal tuning because I think that's if you're doing like hybrid playing, I like to know where I'm going to land and be able to do runs and stuff, and then use the slide on a guitar that's tuned with E, A, D, G, whatever it is. You know. So that's what I've been working on. So for some reason, I'm just really enjoying listening to it. Listening to guys like Rory Gallagher who really know how to do it. That's the best bit. It's awesome. That guy really knows. He's got the blues, I suppose. He's a bluesman. Rory Gallagher from the album Photo Finish. That's on the playlist. The next one, I really don't think we're allowed to sort of. I probably won't be allowed to play any snippets of it in this because I've heard rumours of how this particular band called the EAGLES tend to go around sort of shutting people down if you even allude to playing a snippet of one of their songs, which is fair enough, it's their music, but I'm only trying to celebrate this one particular song from the album about a place of temporary accommodation in the same American state as Los Angeles, the Sunshine State. And the song is, I think is it track 6? I'm not sure, but Victim of Love. There's a slide solo in there. It must be the fella Walsh, I think his name is. Can't do it, it's too high. That sounds exactly like it, and I'm probably going to get taken off the internet for basically impersonating a guitar to such an accurate degree that even computers, even the most powerful computers that we have at our disposal, can't tell the difference. Here's another guitar player. You remember that the soundtrack to Blaze of Glory, the Young Guns 2 movie? It was done by John Bon Jovi, but he collaborated with sort of musicians that he doesn't usually work with. And there's a song, the actual main title track. The guitar playing was by Jeff Beck, and he does this slide solo, which hang on, I'm just going to check where it kicks in. Hang on. After 3 minutes 13 seconds, Jeff Beck comes in with a slide solo, and it's fucking amazing. My favourite phrase in it is a bit when he's sort of doing a which is a gargle thing. So I don't know whether he's using the slide still at that point and then sort of hitting it and then just tapping the tremolo arm so that it goes. He's one of the great garglers of the Strat world, really. Jeff Beck is a person who I admire greatly. I've seen him live a couple of times, and he is just, I mean, he's obviously is a legend, but he's still got it. He's still got it. He's a great guitar player, and this is one of the best solo out of all the sort of Bon Jovi and John Bon Jovi stuff. That's my favourite guitar solo. Much as I love Richie Sambora, I think that Jeff Beck thing is just impossible to beat. Unsurpassed within the Bon Jovi oeuvre, and a great moment. So I hope you enjoyed this playlist thus far. As I said before, I'm going to add to this as I sort of think of more, cool solos and stuff, and I'll keep adding to it. Please to enjoy. See you on the ice, and don't forget, Justin Hawkins rides again. I forgot the chord then. Again. Like, subscribe, sign up for the alerts, watch one of these 2 videos, and yes.